drive in and drive out. And there's two parts to implement this. We have drive-through restaurants that we're going to open up within Budapest and around surrounding cities, and this is a new and novel idea within the market. So we think that it'll attract excitement towards the restaurant, but at the same time we want to make sure that people understand the concept of a drive-through and avoid problems that we saw in China that we talked about. And also a delivery service. Apparently the roads in Budapest, people have terrible traffic manners and they're always congested. So this way, if people want some quick and delicious Mexican food, they can get it delivered to them right at home. Finally, we can work really closely with the Hungarian Advertising Association, and they will help us comply with all media regulations and press outlets, and also help us find a really good Hungarian advertising agency to implement these campaigns. Further promotions, obviously we talked about strategic alliances with KFC and Pizza Hut, other Yum brands. We're going to implement a point card system. You can see our lovely point card right there. This is a loyalty program that's hopefully going to generate more return customers and more buzz at all of these locations, and more money for Yum overall, because you can gain points based on a percentage of your total bill. So you can scan it at the end of your meal, and eventually when you accumulate enough points, you can use them kind of as a gift certificate at any Yum brand location. So this is going to help generate more revenue for Yum brands overall and help Taco Bell situate. Also, we're going to include a kids menu with a toy prize to attract more children and families, which is just going to help us widen our initial market base as well. So finally, I'm going to talk about some limitations to our research. We were unable to obtain really specific detailed information on the companies that Yum Brands uses for supply and distribution. Their website was very general and very vague. We do know that they incorporate every step of the fast food process, including raw material procurement, livestock and produce selection, restaurant food preparation, and delivery. So if we were to be able to find specific companies, we'd have a little more specific figures. Also, in terms of census research within Hungary, there isn't as much research about more of the rural communities within the country, and some of them tend to be a bit disconnected. So if we ever want to expand beyond major urban areas within the country, we'll have to talk with local agencies and try and get more information about the potential markets. In terms of primary research, we want to enter in, and we want people to be excited about this new and sort of exotic tasting food they might not be so familiar with. So using focus groups and giving out free samples and collecting surveys is going to give us more feedback as well. And finally, the overall concept of moving Taco Bell into Hungary as a new growth market is to we want to adopt a successful concept that was created by McDonald's executives. They've dubbed this term GLOCAL, which stands for Think Global and Act Local. And this is really in line with opening a new opportunity in a new growth market, because basically it talks about finding a perfect balance between standardization that comes with globalization and also the ability to adapt to local markets simultaneously. So we think that by basically following this through everything we do, we will find success in Hungary. Thank you very much.
Any questions? Thank you.
You mentioned building a strategic alliance with other Yum brands, but what image do these restaurants have currently in Hungary?
Well, we mentioned KFC is actually one of the top 3 current successful fast food chains. Because chicken is such a major livestock staple of the country, we're really familiar with chicken dishes. So we think that basically, at first it's just going to be a corporate structure thing, because Yum Brands has KFC and Pizza Hut already established. We're going to be able to take advantage of their current connections and networking contacts in terms of distribution and supply, and at the same time, it's going to help us basically just bring in this new brand of Taco Bell into the market.
In your report, you state that you would like to enter the market using licensing. Don't you think that that would be a little difficult to control how the food is produced, so on and so forth, that your company wouldn't have as much control as it would with franchising, as most fast food stores enter markets using franchising?
Yeah, but then if we find big company with deals with goods and services, we thought that would be helpful if they control the market for now and then they franchise that we go in.
Yeah, but Taco Bell is such a standardized product in the sense that it has, Taco Bell, just like McDonald's, just like KFC, has to produce a certain standard and type of food. So if you license it to someone and they adjust it or don't produce it to your standards, wouldn't that have a negative effect on your company?
That's a potential risk, but at the same time, the added benefit comes from just starting to get the brand recognition out there, because this is something that's really unfamiliar to people. We feel like it's an easier way to just kind of take baby steps into the country and into the new market.
We can also train them, have this training session before they buy the franchise.
It just seems, no, it might be a good idea, but it just seems very risky for a company like Taco Bell to license, because you normally would license the technology or some sort of service like that, but not really.
That's a
We
good
have our,
point, yeah.
we have our standardized methods as well, so that kind of
Right.
comes with the licensing.
But it's also, you know, we have to take risks. In order to enter into the new market, we need to take risks. And then you see what we have to improve from that.
Okay, I think that's it. Thank you very much.